Test. Murphy's got better as this game's gone on. Lovely little kick. She's played well weight since he got rid of Davenport. Little kick inside to Scotland, and then Scotland's left foot kick, giving O'Halpin an opportunity. Getting back Logan, doesn't release it. Now he does.
It's a good second effort there by O'Halpin, though, to force the point to go through with the tackle. Got up. And that's what you want from your forwards. You want second and third efforts.
Well, he's such a good defensive forward as well as an offensive, isn't he?
Well, that's what happens when you play your first 5 years of your career down in the back line.
Carlisle straight down the middle. Loose behind, a chance there for Hitchcock. Follows up the footy. Judd, like a basketballer, just dribbled it to himself. Hand passes away. Run down there is Joseph holding the ball. Free kick will go to Westhoff. No time to waste now. They're on the clock. Westhoff will take the ball from the wing as the clock has stopped momentarily. Motlop's got it. Well, that is, I don't know what that is. Mark is taken by Thornton. That is unthinking football.
That's undisciplined as well. It's not. That's not team.
No, it's a lot of uns.
Yep.
As the ball goes across the ground, taken by Russell. Russell drives it towards the wing and Carranzo, and it looks like the undermanned team will win again. Now, I feel like a mad scientist, Bruce. People talk about the rotations being disrupted when you lose players, but figures don't support that. Weight around the outer side. It is the mantra of all assistant coaches, but it doesn't seem to happen. Here's Cruiser, turns around and kicks another one. Undermanned, but coming home so strongly.
And Cruiser kicked 3 goals in the last term here against Port in 08. And he equals his career high today with 3 second-half goals. And in the last 3 years, in last quarters, Carlton have outscored Port 22 goals to 2.
That's unbelievable.
8-0 a couple of years ago. And then 9-1 and 6-1 today. And Johnson can make it another one. So he charges and misses. This is really impressive stuff by Carlton. They are going to climb up the ladder tonight. And I think climb up the ladder of respect also in the competition. They're becoming a team that you could talk maybe top 4 this year. They look to be a chance in 2010. In 2010, the Blues are in the mix, I reckon.
Well, Port Adelaide have been outstanding today, and Carlton weathered the storm and hung in there and hung in there. And they nearly went 23 points down. Kane Lucas misses a goal directly in front, and we saw Mark Williams. Not Kane Lucas, it was
Logan.
It was Logan missed a goal, and Mark Williams knew right then they lost a huge opportunity.
Hanging on, free kick. Just think of Carlton's last 5 weeks. They've come to Adelaide twice and won. They've beaten the 2 grand finalists from last year, and they did get beaten by Collingwood, but it's a big 5 weeks.
And unfortunately for Port, they've got a few players in there that can't be relied upon to hold the line in terms of what needs to be done.
And that's a good point you make, Dennis, because what they do is they play well 1 week, they go missing the next, they come back, and then they might miss for a few weeks. But when they play really well, they tease you that much that you go, well, we've got to hang in there.
Yeah.
You're rather a consistent footballer where you know what you're going to get from week to week.
You fall in love with them. There's the short one out of defence by Murphy, who's been running hard in this last quarter.
And Daniel Motlop probably sums that up best. You know, takes a screamer, kicks an unbelievable goal, then gives away a 50, gives away a silly free kick, and
goes the spiral.
Yep.
Armfield loved his game.
Been a great game of football, though.
Yeah.
And that's why they're so impressive, Carlton, that they've been away from home, crowd against them, all that sort of stuff. And as a young group, stood up to the pressure that Port Adelaide were able to throw at them.
So wide out wide. I think in Port Adelaide's case, what you're talking about, with a couple of blokes, it's a problem between the ears.
Yep.
And with a couple of others, it's a school problem. They pick a couple of players, and Mark likes them because they gives them 100%. Skill-wise, under pressure, they're in trouble. And maybe Motlop and Pearce occasionally, though he's had a great year, Pearce. It's hard to pick on him. Occasionally can be erratic. Cruz has been very good. Anyway, you live and learn, and Port will be 5-3 tonight, and so will Carlton. I reckon most Port fans would have taken 5-3 before a ball was bounced this year, so they're still in the mix. There's Ebert off the ground. He's had a quiet match, Ebert. Started promisingly enough. Pushing forward, Jamison. And the good thing about the Blues, their defence has always been their Achilles heel. You know, easy to score against, With Bauer still to come back, suddenly they're looking a bit stronger, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And the run-off half-back, I'm just really impressed with the way Carlton were able to hang in there. Even though they looked like they were going to get beaten, to a man, they stuck to what they were doing, and they were able to win the arm wrestle.
Well, stakes were high coming in today. Stakes were high, and you feel like Carlton are going to reap a mighty reward with this win.
Yep, there goes the kick inside the forward 50. Cruiser, who's been dominant in this final term, goes up and thumps it out of bounds. They came in averaging just 84 points a game, Port. So while their forward line has some appeal, you look at the players individually, and they're dangerous. 84 points doesn't get the job done all that often unless you're very good. So this afternoon, Carlton's defence certainly has been favoured by that, I think. We haven't seen a real work rate, although there goes Schultz, despite the scoreboard, working hard, but not too many forwards have been prepared to do that all afternoon long. Ball up, 9 seconds, great win by Carlton.
I want to hear Brett Ratton's press conference, because I reckon he'll come out and say that was one of our great wins. That is a great win for our club. It sets us up, and the tenacity that we showed from start to finish is what we expect on a weekly basis.
And Chris Judd, almost like a litmus test for this team. When it needed to be done, he did it. He finishes with 27 possessions. There he is, wry smile, and then almost unassumingly steps to one side when he feels the game is under control. And under control it was at the end. Carlton, big winners on Sunday football. 17-16, 118. What a finish. Port Adelaide 14-8-92.
Let's go down to Chris Judd with Matthew Richardson. Richo.
Juddy, that is a great win in a tough, hard game. Must be some belief getting into this side now.
Yeah, I think so. You know, we obviously wrapped to beat St Kilda last week, but I think it's important that this club starts backing up, you know, good games on end on end. So it was great to follow it up today and beat an informed Port.
It's your best start to a season since 2001. You haven't been 5-3 since then.
Yeah, look, I mean, you don't take a lot of notice of those things. You know, there's all sorts of records, but I think we're starting to play good footy. We're pretty disciplined and we're keeping to our structures, and I think that's showing on the field.
And you've kicked nearly 120 points again today. That forward line just continues to function well.
Yeah, it is. They are, you know, there's a lot of speed down there and a lot of defensive pressure, and you know, I thought the boys were excellent again today.
And you're undermanned early. It's a huge effort, really.
Yeah, we're too short on the bench, so you know, for our boys to run it out like they did was you know, a credit to the fitness staff and our players.
Enjoy the win, mate.
Cheers.
Yeah, good stuff there. One former champ with a real champ there. Cassisi was terrific for the first half.
I think it says a bit about Port Adelaide too. Like, they threw everything at Carlton. And Carlton are a good side. They're starting to gel really well together. But Port Adelaide, they're just a little bit, probably one or two players off where they would hope to be.
Two key points, I think, as far as the afternoon was concerned for Port, perhaps turning points. One was that kick from Logan.
Yes.
The set shot at goal, it would have put them up 23 points. And then the short pass to Cassisi. We won't name names, but that was a hospital pass. And Cassisi had been a dominant force, and suddenly he was hurting a lot. Let's go down to Satantara Halpin with Richo.
Satantara, another very, very good win.
Yeah, good win. Good to get a good win away from home. So the boys dug deep there in the last quarter. So, you know, we knew we had the legs there, you know, with the pre-season fitness coach, Justin Cordy, like, you know, we put in a good effort and it just shone through there. So thankfully, we came up with a win.
And, mate, you used to be a defender. What's going on? You're going forward, you're kicking goals, and you got your three little helpers down there. You must be enjoying it up forward.
I guess I only learned from the best when I was marking you, mate, when you kept on kicking 3 or 4 off me. But it's something I learned, you know, marking yourself, Lloydie, Jonathan Brown, you know, Barry Hall, so a Fev in training as well. So, you know, back home I played as a forward, and just to get up there now, you know, so I'm enjoying it. So
well done, mate. Fantastic.
Good stuff, Richo. Terrific game here. Good game also earlier today. Hawthorn and Richmond, and was a thriller there at the MCG. Have a look at that.
Oh.
The Hawks by 3 points. How important was that win?
Wow.
Rioli kicks 4. Hodge gets plenty of it. So does Delidio. It's been a terrific afternoon here, and the Blues coming out winners over the Power.